Do you have a 734 diesel that has a leaky oil pan due to rust? This is not a step-by-step video of how to do this. This is just the highlights and showing you that it can be done. You can replace the oil pan. Everybody's going to tell you have to take the engine out to do it, but you don't. It may be the right way to do it, but you don't have to do it that way. This is doable if you get the Moroso gasket. You could probably do it with the silicone as well, but I wouldn't recommend it. If you're doing this job on this, it is a F350 04. You got to lift the cab. Obviously, you can see you got 4 blocks in there, so we had to get it pretty high up. You got the F350, got the body up. You've got 6 mounts. This is an extended cab, not a 4-door. All the other videos I've seen were 4-door, so they had extra bolts. They had 8. This only has 6. This one's not that bad to do. Now you got 2 up front by your core support. See right there. 1 on each side. You got 1 where your floorboard is, where your feet go in the front if you're a driver or a passenger. And behind the rear seat, you have 2 more. So, get all 6 of those out. There's one of the cab bolts. The other is on the driver's side. And right there, under the back seat on both sides. That's all 6 bolts. All right, so you're gonna lift your engine. You're gonna have to put some blocks under it, set it up off the frame. After you lift the cab, you need to do these together. That way your radiator does not hit anything. We also took our fan shroud off. That way wouldn't bind anything up, so it's just kind of floating there with it. There's just 2 bolts up top. We lift it with the dampener. That's how we get the engine up. Also right here, this area, right under the radiator, not the bumper, the radiator. This core support, that'll lift the whole body. The other videos that I seen, they didn't have to go near as high as we did, but they were also 4-wheel drive. I don't know if that's a difference or if we did something wrong. But either way, the job is coming along. We're well over half done and only about 4 hours in. Got the gasket surface cleaned up. It's pretty clean. You need to replace that seal. Get the light. The seal that goes right in here for your pickup tube. 2 bolts there. And the bolt there. 3 bolts, pickup tube drops into the pan. Pan drops out. Then you have to finagle it. We found the best way to do it was to drop the pickup tube with the pan. Help it slide out of here. Let's see if we can get a better view. So we lifted the trans too. I don't think you really have to do that. Had we tried dropping the pickup tube first, probably wouldn't have had to lift that. But this is a 2-wheel drive. All the videos I've seen have been on 4-wheel drives. This is also a dually. I don't know if that makes any difference. If your pan is rusty and leaking due to the rust, it's seeping, then odds are your starter is probably also going to do this. It's just going to break right off. So much corrosion and rust. If the camera will ever focus. And it doesn't look like it's going to. There we go. So yeah, those bolts break right off sometimes. If you're going with the new Moroso gasket, you're going to have these studs and these nuts. You're going to put all these studs right in the block, right where the old bolts used to be. You want to get that cleaned up real good. I still got a little cleaning to do. We'll get those in, then we'll slip that pan on in with the gasket. You want to put some sealer back here where these 2 meet, and also where those 2 meet, the front cover and the block. right there.
Some quick notes on this job. The body mounts on this, all the bolts were different sizes. The two in the core support were the same size. Both driver side were the same size, and both passenger side were the same size. I believe it was a 21 on the driver side, 24 on the passenger side, or vice versa. That's just one of those little things that way you don't take the same tool for one side of the truck and go to the other and then not fit. Be prepared, have both sockets. It's going to be those two.
The hell are you all still doing here? Told you the video's over. You're just gonna keep hanging around in the shop? Might as well start clicking on some stuff down there. I don't know, help me out a little bit. But I'm gonna be turning these lights off soon, so you might want to be getting to it. I'm heading out.